Good morning, everyone. I am Rey John A. Antony, and I am going to discuss a decision support system, expert system, and workflow system. So the first is the decision support system. So a decision support system is an interactive computer-based information system that, like MIS, also serve at the management level of an organization. However, in contrast to MIS that process data, it processes information to support the decision-making process of managers. DSS include knowledge-based systems. A properly designed DSS is an interactive software-based system intended to help decision makers compile useful information from a combination of raw data, documents, and personal knowledge or business models to identify and solve problems and make decisions. The DSS can be employed by operations, management, and other planning departments in organization to compile information and data and to synthesize it in an actionable intelligence. The primary purpose of using a DSS is to present information to the customer in an easy to understand way. A DSS system is a beneficial because it can be a program to generate many types of reports, all based on user specifications. For example, the DSS can generate information and output its information graphically, as in a bar chart that represents projected revenue or as a written report. As a technology continues to advance, data analysis is no longer limited to large, bulky mainframe computers, since a DSS is essentially an application. It can be loaded on most computer systems, whether desktop or laptops. Certain DSS applications are also available through mobile devices. Gupta and Harris observed that DSS predicted on the effective performance of three functions: information management, data quantification, and model manipulation. Information management refers to the storage, retrieval, and reporting of information in a structured format convenient to the user. One of the DSS applications is the management and development of complex anti-terrorism systems. Other examples include a bank loan officer verifying the credit of a loan applicant, or an engineering firm that has bids on several projects and wants to know if they can be competitive with their costs. Types of DSS. The types of DSS are the following. Communication-driven DSS supports more than one person working on a shared task. Example, include integrated tools like Google Docs and Groove. A data-driven DSS or data-oriented DSS emphasizes access to a manipulation of a time series of internal company data and sometimes external data. A document-driven DSS manages, retrieves, and manipulates unstructured information in a variety of electronic formats. A knowledge-driven DSS provides specialized problem-solving expertise stored as facts, rules, procedures, or in similar structures. A model-driven DSS emphasizes access to and manipulation of a statistical, financial optimization, or simulation model. Model-driven DSS use data parameters provided by users to assist decision makers in analyzing a situation. Conclusion: improve personal efficiency, speed up the process of decision making, increases organizational control, encourages exploration and discovery on the part of decision maker, speeds up problem solving in an organization, facilitates interpersonal communication, promotes learning or training, generates new evidence in support of a decision, creates a competitive advantage over competition, reveals new approaches to thinking about the problem space, helps automate managerial processes, create innovative ideas to speed up the performance. Expert system. Definition. An expert system is a computer-based information system in which knowledge is represented in data, in which the processing of the knowledge is directed primarily by computer programs. Expert system is a software which is used by the business executives to solve complex organizational problems. It helps to distribute the expertise of a human. One expert system may contain knowledge from more than one human expert, thus making the solutions more efficient. It decreases the cost of consulting an expert for various domains such as medical diagnosis. They use a knowledge-based and inference engine. Expert systems are designed to solve complex problems by reasoning through bodies of knowledge, represented mainly as if-then rules rather than through conventional procedural code. The first expert systems were created in the 1970s and then proliferated in the 1980s. Expert systems were among the first truly successful forms of artificial intelligence, or you call that AI software. An expert system is divided into two subsystems, the inference engine and the knowledge base. The knowledge base represents facts, rules, while the inference engine applies the rules to known facts to deduce new facts. Inference engines can also include explanation and debugging abilities. The basic role of an expert system is to replicate a human expert and replace him or her in a problem-solving activity. In order for this to happen, key information must be transferred from a human expert into the knowledge database and when appropriate, the inference engine. Example, a computer application that performs a task that would otherwise be performed by a human expert. For example, there are expert systems that can diagnose human illness, make financial forecasts, and schedule routes for delivery vehicles. Types. The expert system is a very special branch of artificial intelligence that makes extensive use of specialized knowledge to solve problems at the level of human expert. There are different types of expert systems. They are rule-based expert system, fuzzy expert system, frame-based expert system, and hybrid expert system. Rule-based expert system. As the name suggests, rule-based expert system consists of sets of rules. Rule is an expressive, straightforward, and flexible of expressing knowledge. In a rule-based expert system, knowledge is presented as a set of rules. Fuzzy expert system. Fuzzy na ano? Fuzzy. Richard. Fuzzy expert system. Fuzzy logic is based on the idea that all things are described on a sliding scale, which helps us to differentiate between members of class from non-members. Frame-based expert system. In frame-based expert system, frames are used to represent knowledge. A frame is a data structure which we typically know knowledge about a particular object or concept. Frames are used to capture and represent knowledge in a frame-based expert system. The frame provides a natural way for the structured and concise representation of knowledge. Hybrid expert system. A hybrid expert system is the combination of two or more types of intelligent systems. Prominently, there are two types in hybrid systems. The first one is neural expert systems, and the second one is a neuro fuzzy systems. A neural expert system combines the features of rule-based expert system along with neural network features, while neuro-fuzzy expert system combines the features of fuzzy logic along with the features of neural network. I'll discuss now a workflow system. A workflow system is a platform that combines several discrete workflow tools into one cohesive application that automates process involving both machine and human tasks, usually in a linear sequence. However, task sequence can also be dynamic and or parallel depending on actions taken or the needs of the process. A workflow management system or WMS or WFMS is a software tool designed to help streamline routine business processes from optimal efficiency. Workflow management system involve creating a form to hold data and automating a sequential path of tasks for the data to follow until it is fully processed. What should workflow system include? Process builder. A process builder is used to build an automated process flow. From designer allows users to build sophisticated dynamic forms that are used to gather input from end users. Workflow engine is an application that runs with a workflow system and makes decisions automatically based on a presented rules. Reporting tools. All data metrics captured during execution of a process are stored in workflow system. Self-service portal. Self-service portal provide a consistent, user-friendly web portal or employees to make requests, manage requests, and track request status. Workflow system benefits. Improve compliance with audit trails. Increase output and increase productivity. This goes for people handling requests as well as requesters. Streamline and speed up internal processes by reducing manual entry and request handling. Reduce error and rework. Reduce the risk of improperly approved requests. A unified personal request experience for employees. Drastically reduce paperwork and associated costs and waste. Reduce the need for manual decision making and exception handling with business rules. Track request status, completed, pending, or in progress, etc. in real time. Better align tasks with the appropriate skill sets. Identify performance trends, group and individual, or over time. Reduce license overhead for enterprise system, ERP, CRM, etc. Monitor team progress against service legal agreements. identify and remove process barriers to or bottlenecks. Examples: human resources. Workflows can dictate new hire processes, how leave is processed, annual training requirement, and pay processes. Pharmaceutical manufacturing, using workflows in quality control in areas such as train testing of raw materials, production of medicines, packaging of products, post manufacture testing, and preparation for shipment. Customer service, a workflow which assigns investigation for customer complaints. Military, deploy workflow to manage a hostile situation and follow the rules of engagement. Travel, employs a workflow to manage clients, flights, hotel tours, and auto rental reservation for a travel agency. Healthcare, a workflow which manages the receipt of a prescription from a physician through its filling and eventual pick-up process by the patient. IT uses workflows to dictate how each type of software, hardware issue called in by a staff member is addressed. Types. A sequential workflow is linear and progressive like a flowchart. This workflow goes from one task or processes to another and does not step back in the sequence. A state machine workflow is more complex than a sequential workflow and may step back in the sequence if dependency mandates. These workflows go from one state to another state. A rules-driven workflow is essentially a higher-level sequential workflow. Rules determine the workflow progress. They use conditions to decide if expressions are true or false, and the rules are modeled with the if, then, or else expressions. Conclusion. The best workflow management system is the one that meets your business needs. Some companies offer lightweight systems, which means that the program is simpler or faster and has fewer components than other offerings on the market. Some technology experts say that lightweight systems are easier to use and sometimes use less memory. Some workflow management systems are part of a larger system overall and are but one small part. Most technology experts say that regardless of your choice, users must have one platform that can manage of their workflows. That's all. Thank you. Ta-ta-ra-ta-ta.